31 people died after a passenger ship in Basilan carrying 200 passengers burst into flames. Justice Secretary Boying Remulla challenges Congressman Arnie Tevis to reveal his bank and phone records after his brother Pride Tevis submitted a waiver of confidentiality. And Hollywood actress Vanessa Hudgens has been named as the Philippines' Global Tourism Ambassador. Focused and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Sean Yao. More passengers of the MV Lady Mary Joy 3 have been reported dead after the passenger ship caught fire off the coast of Basilan on Wednesday night. Mayor Arsina Kahing-Nano said that police have discovered 18 burnt bodies on board the vessel. This is on top of the 13 bodies that had already been recovered by authorities. This brings the body count to 31. The passenger ship was carrying some 205 passengers when it caught fire off the coast of Balok-Balok Island at around 10 p.m. on Wednesday. The vessel was en route to Sulu from Zamboanga. Authorities are still trying to determine the cause of the blaze.
Na-search nila po na may 18 na cadaver po sa loob mismo ng MV Mary Joy 3 na yung iba pong bangkay is nasusunog na po. Wala pa po tayong confirm kung ano po talaga yung nangyari, pero based sa survivor po natin, pagkagising niya na lang po, nasusunog na po yung nasa taas po. Siguro po nasa cabin po.
And the oil spill off of Oriental Mindoro has seemingly thinned down as cleanup operations go full throttle. Mon Gualvez with the report.
News 5 exclusively joined another aerial survey by the Philippine Coast Guard in the offshore areas affected by the oil spill in Oriental Mindoro. The sheen is still visible in this part of the sea in Nauhan, where the empty Princess Empress sank. But if we were to compare to the previous exclusive aerial inspection last March 14, it can be observed that the slick has thinned down. There is no more oil in the shorelines, rivers, and mangroves in the area.
We've employed another 2 vessels dun sa area. Isa naka-rig siya ng skimmer. So para mabilis din yung recovery. Yung medyo may konting kapal, yun yung minamanual scooping natin.
Members of the Korean Coast Guard have already checked the site and are set to begin their own means of cleaning up the slick. The remotely operated vehicle, or ROV from the United States, is also slated to arrive on April 1.
The U.S. Navy equipment can be used to protect the shoreline, and so they will be bringing about 11,000 feet of boom to help protect the shoreline.
Meanwhile, application of claims for compensation is finally happening on Friday. This after it was moved due to logistical issues from the insurer of sunken empty Princess Empress. Fisherfolk, tourism, establishments, and organizations and owners of property damaged by the oil spill are among those prioritized for the compensation. They would just have to provide a valid ID and documents providing the registration. 3 to 6 months, that's how long processing of claims could take from the insurance provider of the ill-fated empty Princess Empress. While waiting for that, the government assures the Cash for Work program and other assistance for affected residents will continue. According to a new analysis from the Philippine Coast Guard, 5 of the 8 tanks of the sunken tanker that contained oil were found to have structural damage. This contained approximately 440,000 liters of industrial oil. Meanwhile, the 3 other tanks carrying approximately 376,000 liters have been found to only have intermittent thin seepage. For News 5, Mon Gualvez, we are One News.
Justice Secretary Boying Remulla welcomes the waiver of confidentiality that was reportedly submitted by former Negros Oriental Governor Pride Henry Tevis. On top of his personal bank accounts and phone records, the younger Tevis also noted that even the board of his firm, HDJ AgriVentures, has made a resolution to allow authorities to take a look at the company accounts and communications.
Maybe the NBI should get hold of it so they can start using that waiver to clear issues. Magagamit yun kasi kung talagang may waiver na gano'n, then there's no need for a warrant to be able to Asa Tercos records of his telephone calls, etc., etc.
Secretary Remulla is likewise calling on Congressman Arnie Tevis to submit his own waiver of confidentiality. The Tevis brothers are being linked to the murder of Negros Oriental Governor Roel Degamo and 8 others, with Congressman Arnie Tevis being considered as one of the alleged masterminds behind the killing.
Iba yung waiver niya, iba yung waiver na ibang bibigay na waiver si former congressman, si Congressman Arnie. I wish it was him giving the waiver, not Henry.
We're bringing you more stories after this short break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. Pagasa warns that Lawag City will experience extreme temperatures as the heat index in the city is projected to hit a sweltering 48 degrees Celsius on April 1. For tomorrow, March 31 Friday, the agency sees the heat index going up to 44 degrees Celsius. The highest heat index recorded so far is 47 degrees Celsius, which was felt in San Jose Occidental, Mindoro on March 25 and in Butuan City, Agusan del Norte on March 24. Pagasa is advising everyone to take extreme caution in the scorching heat, as high temperatures could have adverse effects on the body, such as fatigue, cramps, exhaustion, and stroke. And Cebu City is having issues with its water supply amid the extreme heat. Speaking to One Balita Pilipinas, Cebu City Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council or Office Head, Harold Alcotin, said that several barangays are already experiencing low to no water supply. In response, Cebu City has already declared a state of preparedness in anticipation of the hotter weather and the possible effects of El Nino.
Based din sa records natin, ang request ng water, especially na elevated barangays, are increasing na. Siguro wala nang presyo ng tubig sa Lito Cebu Water District.
And in sports, the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings have made it to the PBA Governors Cup finals once again after beating its sister team, the San Miguel Beermen. Here's the report.
Simon and Ciso, how about
the San Miguel Beermen's advantage ballooned to 18 points against the Barangay Ginebra Gin Kings in the Game 3 of the PBA Governors Cup semifinals. But Ginebra showed their never-say-die spirit and gradually erased the lead. In the final 4 seconds, Christian Stan Hardinger pulled the Gin Kings ahead with a layup off a nice pass from import Justin Brownlee.
5 to shoot. JB attacks. What a pass! Stan Hardinger down low!
San Miguel was not able to score in the ensuing possession, with Ginebra escaping to an 87-85 win.
They go to Lassiter. He dribbles out. He wants the win! No good! Tippin is not there! And Barangay Ginebra is marching back into the finals of the Governors Cup.
Brownlee led the Kings charge with 22 points and 14 rebounds. With the win, Ginebra closes out the series via a 3-0 sweep, moving to the finals of the Governors Cup for the third straight time. The team has won 4 of the last 5 Governors Cup titles.
I was just wondering, do I pull our guys out and live to fight another day on Friday, or do we keep going at it? And that was my battle throughout the whole third and fourth quarter. But they just kept showing a will. And I was looking for them to stop. I was looking for them to kind of like give up a little bit. And they never did that. And so I stayed with them.
Justin Chua colors the board, gives it a run, who flushes it down.
In the other semi-series, the TNT Tropang Giga did not waste time and went straight to work against the Meralco Bolts in Game 3. TNT was able to pull ahead by 26 points at the half.
But he loses it. Here comes TNT. 4-on-1. Jason Tupogoy.
And never looked back from there as they cruised to the victory. Final score 99-80 for the Tropan Giga. Import Ronde Hollis Jefferson was a monster with 40 points and 13 rebounds for TNT, including 24 markers in the first half alone. The win gives the Tropan Giga a 2-1 series advantage over the Bolts.
It was more of a defensive game, and we didn't even hit 100 points today, which is strange. But we can also play the game like they do. They're a defensive team, and we can also be a defensive grind-out team. Just credit to the coaches that devised a really great game plan, and we're hoping that to sustain that next game.
Action continues tomorrow for Game 4 of the TNT Meralco Series at the Smart Araneta Coliseum at 5:45 p.m. TNT eyes a final matchup with Ginebra, while Meralco will look to extend the series to a do-or-die Game 5.
Filipino-American actress Vanessa Hudgens has been named as the Philippines' Global Tourism Ambassador. The title was officially conferred to Hudgens in a courtesy call to President Bongbong Marcos in Malacanang. Also present in the conferment ceremony were Tourism Secretary Cristina Garcia Frasco and Presidential Advisor on Creative Communications Paul Soriano. The Hollywood star is in the Philippines to shoot a travel documentary which explores her Filipino heritage. One News Now will be back tomorrow at 7 a.m. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News. All sides, all the time.